So I think that the conversation of protein, it sounds like, is just as important to this weightlifting because it's what we're
100%,
eating. Can you
100%.
talk a little bit like about that?
Well, yeah, and I think that, so first off, I always say my formal education, I'm formally trained as a physical therapist. And so I feel adequate. I feel like I have the credentials to be able to talk about exercise. I'm not formally trained in nutrition, so I don't have the formal training to like give advice about nutrition. I can say what's worked for me, and I can say like what I've learned over the years from talking to registered dietitians and talking to experts about nutrition and from experimenting with myself. So when it comes to nutrition, from what I've learned, protein is your best friend. And if you are not, when I started tracking my protein, I noticed I was eating like half the amount of protein that I should. And I was like, no wonder it's so hard for me to gain muscle. I'm not eating near the amount of protein that I should be eating to build muscle. And so when you increase your protein, it's also very satiating. You feel like you're going to eat a lot. So you're not like grazing all the time because you feel like you're eating a large amount of food. That is what allows you to build lean mass. Without the protein, you're not going to build lean mass. Your diet and your exercise have to both be dialed in order for you to ultimately see muscle growth and physical results.
So what do you think the right amount of protein is? Is there like a scale that you live and die by?
For me, and again, different experts say different things, and I'm never giving nutrition advice, but for me, what's worked is I try to eat 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Now, if people are trying to lose weight, that's going to be, and they have a lot of weight to lose, that's going to be a lot of protein. So what experts I've heard say is 1 gram per pound of ideal body weight. You can go as low as like 0.75 grams per pound. But I like to shoot on the higher end because then on the weekends when I'm probably not getting as much, I'm like a little looser with my nutrition, then it kind of evens out a little bit. But for me, I have a hard time. I know, Lauren, you've said you have a hard time building muscle. I have a hard time building muscle. So I feel like I have to be on the higher end of that protein scale in order for anything to happen in my body.
So let's say like just like a rough example of some, and I know that, again, this is not your area of expertise, but if you wanted like 130 grams of protein, like what are some examples of what you would eat throughout a day? Because I think sometimes we've talked about it on the show and people write in and say, well, like that's a lot of protein. Like how do you even get that much protein?
Yeah. I'm not going to lie. Like I try to eat the whole foods. I try to do, like I do a lot of shrimp, chicken. I eat all the meats. I eat a lot of Greek yogurt. I eat a lot of cottage cheese. I do smoothies, but I'm not going to lie. Like it is hard and I'm busy. I'm running a business and I do a lot of protein powder, honestly, or I'll do protein bars. Like,
what's your protein powder and protein bar pick?
I like, actually, Peyton just gave me this suggestion, Just Ingredients protein powder. It's
oh my
really
God, I love
good.
her.
Have you tried? Yeah.
I've never tried her protein powder, but I like love her Instagram account. That's the one I
is
always
she good on
you.
Instagram?
Oh my God. She tells you what toothpaste to have. She tells, yes, I send it to you every second.
Well, you're sure it's the same person?
I'm positive. It's every single toothpaste. I changed his toothpaste. I changed your detergent. I changed every single thing that you haven't noticed.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I still got it. This hair gel is like the most toxic thing I've ever seen. I'm still working on that. But Just Ingredients, amazing. Okay, and what about for bars?
Good. For bars, I'm a little bit of like, I don't really care as much. Like it's about the convenience. So like the taste doesn't matter. So I'm looking for high protein, like relatively low calories for my protein bars. Honestly, I like the Kirkland ones. Like I know Peyton does not like those. They, I think, are good because they're like 21 grams of protein and like around 200 calories. Which again, that's what I've heard from dietitians is great for a protein bar. You're looking for around 20 grams of protein and then overall low calories.
So how much protein powder are we talking about?
But it sounds like, so I'll give you an example of like, if I want 160 grams, what I'll typically do is I'll have like 4 to 5 eggs in the morning, which is a lot. I'll have, what is the Mark Sisson's collagen peptide protein, which is like 10 grams.
Yeah.
I'll have the yogurt, which is like 10 grams. If you have a chicken breast, call it 50, and then a steak, like 50. So you're roughly like starting to get there, but it's a lot. And if you need to supplement, then like maybe you do 20 grams of a protein scoop or a protein bar.
How much protein powder do you have a day?
I probably have like maybe once, and I don't do it every day, but probably about like, what I do for dessert, which I love, because I'm a big dessert person, I have to have it like every single day. I'll do Greek yogurt, a scoop of protein powder, and then just like fruit and like a little bit of honey on top. It's really good. Or a little dried coconut on top. It's really good.
That sounds really good.
So I'll probably do that like once a day, maybe. Sometimes I don't have protein powder if I get enough from my food.
I found a protein powder hack if people don't like protein powder. Chroma Wellness has the best matcha. Like, I'm obsessed with it. It's so good. I'm drinking it right now. And it has 10 grams of protein in a scoop. So if you do
nice.
2 of those.
The matcha itself does?
Yes. It has, it's like protein matcha, but it's like spicy matcha. I would drink it if it didn't have protein in it. It is so good.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to go get that.
And if you also don't like protein powder, like just like the taste of it, I like Ritual protein, but you can use it and make like protein oatmeal.
Yes.
Because sometimes I have to like dilute the protein, and to make a whole smoothie is a whole to do.
It is. And then you got to clean the blender.
I know, it's a whole thing.
Like,
So I'm like, just put it in the oatmeal. Like, let's go. Do less oats. I mean,
is it like a matcha-y flavor in the oatmeal?
Not the matcha in the oats.
Okay,
so Ritual protein in the oats, and then matcha I drink.
Got it.
And the matcha, you guys, so good.